Hi there, my friend. Welcome. My name is John, and I will be your instructor throughout the course. Let's establish our goals for you. Number one, at the end of the course, you will have learned how to perform the work of an effective BA. This way, you are ready to get a job as an entry-level BA if you are just starting out. Is that good? Second goal. You will have completely covered and learned and get immersed in the PMI-PBA exam content outline, which is the framework or the basis for the exam. 3. The next step after this course for you to pass the exam and get PMI-PBA certified, if that is your goal, is just to do a lot of practice tests, and we'll cover that later. So there's our 3 goals for you. Let's talk about our course structure. The course follows the PMI-PBA exam content outline. Google PMI-PBA exam content outline to go to the site. It is available to you to download for free. It's a PDF. This is your first unofficial assignment. Please download the PMI-PBA exam content outline. So what does the exam cover? In general, the exam pertains to tasks related to everything that the BA does, from building a business case to evaluating solutions once implemented, and everything in between, which is mostly related to planning, elicitation, and analysis of requirements, and monitoring that they are part of the solution and that the solution meets the customer's specifications or needs. Here is the coverage of the exam from the exam content outline. So as we indicated, the work of the BA starts at the evaluation of an organization's need or opportunity through a business case or some feasibility study. That is part of needs assessment. 18% of the questions will come from that. So in the course, we went through the extra step of developing a bonus lecture for you to learn how to develop and assemble a business case. We have a true case study on this. One of our students, who is a PMP, related that he actually went to a job interview as a PMP thinking that he'll be qualified for a BA job. One of the interview questions posed to him was, do you know how to assemble a business case or a feasibility to determine the viability of a proposed project? Long story short, he did not have a confident answer. At the completion of the course, you'll be able to confidently answer that interview question and be able to say yes, that you can assemble a business case. Is that good? The next 2 knowledge areas or domains pertain to the planning for the analysis work and then actually eliciting and analyzing requirements elicited. You get 22% of the questions on planning or business analysis planning and 35% for analysis, also called requirements elicitation and analysis. That is a total of 57% of the questions, or more than half. We introduce another bonus lecture after analysis because this is where the skill is needed. Again, these bonus lectures are standalone courses that we have included here as a bonus to you. Up to 36% of projects fail because of inaccurate or poorly written requirements. So we also have included bonus lectures on how to write effective IT requirements and how to write powerful Agile user stories. For those of you who are new to Agile, user stories are sort of the same or equivalent to the project requirements. Then we have domains 4 on traceability and monitoring. That's 15% of the questions. This is the BA work to track and trace the requirements to make sure they are part of the solution being developed. And the last domain is solution evaluation, 10% of the questions. This is the BA work that evaluates that the solution is performing based on customer specifications and meeting the customer's needs. So, because what good is a solution if it doesn't meet the customer's needs or it's not based on the specs clearly provided by the stakeholder? There will be assessment quizzes and assignments after each domain. Those assessment quizzes, a PMI required course component. We have no choice, we have to have them. And it is a way for PMI to gauge the student's understanding and absorption of the material. So far, we have 100% PMI acceptance of all 35 contact hours and PDUs claimed by our graduates because we follow PMI's guidelines in developing the curriculum. Let's talk about the PMI Guide to Business Analysis. This is an important reference material for you. It is available to you if you become a PMI member. I think the membership fee is $129 a year. This is available to you for free download if you are a PMI member. The PMI Guide to Business Analysis, or the guide, as we call it, is almost the equivalent of PMBOK Guide for the business analysis component of project management. Another reference material is the Business Analysis for Practitioners, a practice guide. Again, this is a reference material to supplement your review, not to replace the exam content outline. PMI has indicated that the exam content outline is still relevant for the exam. And in fact, they provided the distribution of questions based on the domains. Let's talk about the domains or knowledge area tasks. Each of the domains has their own tasks that ought to be done. And here are the tasks for needs assessment. We won't cover all of them as they will all be given to you in the course. So for needs assessment, there are 5 tasks, and let me just go over the first part of the tasks. Task 1, define or review a business problem or opportunity. Task 2, collect and analyze information from a variety of sources. 3, collaborate in the development of project goals and objectives. 4, identify stakeholders by reviewing goals, objectives, and requirements. And 5, determine stakeholder values regarding the product. By the way, the PMI Guide has 6 domains or knowledge areas, and the additional one is stakeholder engagement. It is essentially the same as tasks 4 and 5 of needs assessment. They just decided to create a separate knowledge area for it. No worries, you won't be tested on the exam on how many knowledge areas there are in the PMI Guide. Let's briefly share with you some historical background. You are truly at a ground floor opportunity. PMI-PBA today is where PMP was 35 years ago. Today there are about 890,000 certified PMPs. The PMI-PBA certification was started in 2014, but the first full year was in 2015. From 2017 to 2018, it grew a whopping 79%. As of July 2018, there were 2,900 PMI-PBA certificate holders. In percentage terms, it is the fastest growing PMI certification. It is expected to continue to explode, much like PMP did. Remember, 35 years ago, there were only a handful of PMPs out there. PMI is putting the full weight of its credibility behind this certification. When you have PMI, which has a high degree of credibility worldwide, behind the profession of business analysis, then there is an upsurge in interest, especially in the corporate world. But PMI is doing this for a good reason. In the research work that it did before launching the certificate, it became apparent that many projects are failing due to inaccurate or poorly written and poorly managed requirements. So the advent of the BA within the context of projects and programs will help more projects succeed. And that's the whole idea. So remember what we said in the beginning. The BA's work starts at evaluating the organization's need to the assembly of the business case for a recommended solution option, and then to elicit, analyze, and manage those requirements, and then evaluate that the solution meets the customer's needs. That is the full life cycle of the BA work, and that is what you'll learn in this course. Is that good? This is exciting stuff. To summarize, PMI has recognized that business analysis has become a critical competency of project management. Because why? It helps ensure project success. Are you getting this? Are you getting the importance of the BA in project management? Good, because this is where it is. Okay, that's well and good, but how does all of that benefit you? So most of the BA jobs that are going to be available will be within projects and programs. More and more employers are going to be looking for that PMI-PBA certification and training based on the PMI-PBA framework. 2, the Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that by year 2020, business analysis jobs are going to grow by 22%. The starting salary of a certified entry-level business analyst is as much as $65,000 a year. Only a handful of college degrees give you that kind of starting salary. The starting salaries are higher for more experienced lead BAs and senior BAs, generally in the 6-figure range. So if you are already working as a BA and looking for a way to get promoted or get a salary increase, then the PMI-PBA certification will give you that professional competitive edge and provide your employer the rationale and justification to give you that promotion or salary raise. In some cases, it might have to be a new employer. So how do you get your 35 education hours and 40 PDUs to renew your PMI credential from this course? PMI's rule on education hours and PDUs is really simple. 1 hour of related PMI education equals 1 contact hour or 1 PDU. To complete all elements of the course, the video lecture, the assessment quizzes, the assignments, would normally take a student 35 to 40 hours. After finishing the course, we'll give you the certificate of completion that confirms your 35 contact hours and also give you the steps to follow to claim them with PMI. PMI-PBA Handbook. This is available also for free download from PMI, and you should download it and start to prepare your online application to sit for the exam. All the requisite experience is spelled out there, and we cover it too in one of our courses. Yes, you can actually start an online application and continue work on it until it is finished. The exam fee for PMI members is $405 or a savings of $150. Non-members pay $555. So let's answer the question that we get all the time. Can you get a job as a BA before you are certified? The short answer is yes. This course should give you the added confidence, skill, and knowledge to be able to crush your job interview as entry-level BA if you have no previous experience. And if you are a PMP or has a prior BA work experience, you should do very well in your job interview as a mid-level BA or lead BA. We have one caveat. Make sure you go over the course material thoroughly 1 to 2 days before your job interview. I would recommend reviewing the development and assembly of a business case and re-listening to the 5 knowledge areas and how to write powerful IT requirements and effective agile user stories before going to the interview. If you do that, you should be more confidently able to answer these questions. 1, do you know how to assemble and develop a business case? 2, what are some of the tools or techniques that you will use to develop that business case? 3, can you tell if an IT requirement is poorly or well written? 4, what tools would you use to elicit requirements? 5, can you explain what a stakeholder is? 6, can you explain what a RACI chart is? This is rare, but it could come up. Are you getting good value out of this? This is good career stuff. Building a solid foundation. We've prepared, especially for those who are new in business analysis, a special section on the basics and fundamentals of business analysis to lay the foundation for a strong grounding on business analysis and the role of the BAs, from a big picture enterprise view to the project specific view. A little about my background. I don't want to waste 10 minutes of your time telling you what I've done in the field of business analysis, which really is only important to the degree that I was in the same shoes as you are now in preparing and reviewing for the PMI-PBA, except that I didn't have a tool like this course. Perhaps it's also relevant in that I performed the dual or hybrid role of being the PM and the BA in many of the projects I managed in my 15 years of PM experience. Yes, I wish I had a separate BA, but I didn't. It seems my multi-domain project experience is also helpful in that I can share with you the practical side of the application of the knowledge areas and tools and techniques that you will be learning. By the way, for those who are interested in the details of my background, please refer to the instructor profile of the course. Please don't get bored. It's nothing fancy, and like many of you, I worked hard at it. I do want to say this, that I had the fulfilling opportunity in the companies I worked at of mentoring and training junior BAs and those starting out in the field of business analysis. I am thrilled that I get to continue that mentoring and training of others, which is my passion, through this online medium. It is a way for me to give back. So let's review your roadmap for completing this course. Again, it's very important to complete the course as it will open doors of opportunities that you didn't even know existed. 1, the course is structured so that one section or lecture builds on the next. Go through the curriculum as it is laid out, one after another, no jumping. Later, after completing a first run through the entire course, you can always go back and focus on some areas you'd like to reinforce. Remember, you have lifetime access. 2, the crescendo of new information, many of them are probably new to most of you, will continue to build and pile up as you go through the course. So pace yourself. No need to rush. Don't try to jam it all in one sitting. And 3, complete the assessment quizzes. If you need to retake them to get at least 90% or 100%, please do so. You will reap the benefits of this diligence downstream. The right mindset is important to successfully complete the course. We believe you can do it, but we can all use a gentle nudge in the right direction. So we have sprinkled positive reinforcement messages throughout the course. Please read them, get refreshed by them, reflect on them. I am excited that you are part of this course. and a future effective BA. Okay, we'll see you inside. Go for it. We've got your back.